Welcome to Mudding with BEAGS, episode 25, going to Union Station, Nashville, Tennessee in 1900. Let's see what we got today. Lady in uniform. You can see that mud flow down the hill here. She's got these windows. Ether fencing up there. Arc light there. Another arc light. Let's see. The horse that built America right there. His name is Fred. He's hauling stuff today. Got some trolley action. Got a healing center here, otherwise known as a religious indoctrination center now, or otherwise known as a church. Got ether antennas on the buildings, ether finials there, arched windows, big old lot of bricks there. Old world lights, they're bricks. That's pretty cool right there. Big old arches here. Back up and see what we got. That man. So you got Mudflood windows down here. Looks like we got more of the archways here down under the ground area, which is interesting. This represents the flat Earth right here. That's the 8-point asterisk. It's half of an asterisk, but it's the same thing. Interesting detailing on the windows. Crappy awning. So this building is probably brick with facade of stone. This looks Moorish right here. Ether finials. That's pretty cool. Portal. Another portal. They probably took something out of there. Hello. It looks like Mercury. The Cassitus, however you say that. Wow. Well, that's interesting. That's a chimney that's not a chimney. Looks like something got photoshopped out there. Oh, and I'm going to have juice and cookies served at the back tonight. I got a little something I found. It's going to be pretty cool. I do believe. Let's see what we got here. What's next? Post office, Saginaw, Michigan. Hope I pronounced that right. 1905. And got your horse poo down here in case you're horse poo interested in, finding out where that is and seeing it on the road. Got a nice uniformed lady here. Early fire hydrant. I think fire hydrants are old world. Just my thinking. Can't see what's going on here. Could be a Mudflood window right there. Hard to tell. Pretty trees. Keep off the grass. And see this pile of dirt here? This is one way they hide the mud flood. So you see this, start looking up, because it's probably going to be something going on. They say this is a landscaping style. It's not. It's a cover up for that. They're trying to hide how deep that really went. This is a post office. I mean, because your mail needs all this stuff to make sure it gets on the pony to get ridden across the country. Yeah, that makes sense. A lot of sense. Mercury ball up there. That's wild right there, man. That's some kind of free energy doodad right there, I betcha. Dang, that thing's cool. I mean, you know, this should have been designated a church because it's very churchy. But no, they wanted to make this one a post office because they must not have had a. Oh, we got a Tartarian owl right here. That, gosh, that kind of looks like a griffin. Kind of hard to tell though, which is very interesting because then you'd have a Tartarian owl and griffin on the same building. Very interesting. Not sure, not clear enough to make a determination. Ether antenna, fractal antenna, you know. Let's see. Can't read the sign. Looks like something about a ship. Mudflood windows down here. There's Fred. He's building America, you know. Fred is the horse that built America. Circa 1906, City Hall, Louisville, Kentucky. And so that's an electrical pole. There's Fred. He's getting around, making sure everything's getting done. We got Mudflood windows here. So this is ground level, okay? And this is going below the ground level. That's boss man right there. He's inspecting the Mudflood evidence. We would have added these stairs here. And this probably, the whole thing was probably the door, I would imagine. More Mudflood windows. Got you a ghosty fella there. Hitching post, another hitching post. I think this has something to do with fractal, you know, power with the free energy. These sides of the building, the way they're done like this. Just the thinking here. I don't know. Interesting heads on here. Looks like a boar. Can't tell what that one is. Oh baby, big old clocks. You know, those had to have been expensive. Ether fencing, big old ether antenna. Oh, that's a radio tower. Okay. Call it whatever you want. Whatever makes you feel better. That's interesting right there. City Hall. That represents the tourist field right there. Wow. Got hitching post, coal hole cover, hitching post. These circles right here are all coal hole covers. More Mudflood right there. We would have added these stairs here. Let's see. Get your whiskey. Might need it after you go to the city hall and find out how much your taxes are going to be. They weren't that bad back then. Circa 1908, South Corridor, Library of Congress, Washington, D.C. Or Rome. Either way. That could be a 8-point asterisk right there, representing your flat earth, your north or south, and your torus field. It's like a fleur-de-lis right there. Diamond symbology. represent the tourist field. That's really cool right there. I mean, this thing's straight out of Rome. It looks like there should have been something on it. Maybe it's been scrubbed. Possible. Laurel leaf of control. Pyramid, octagon. Wow. I mean, this is the Library of Congress. You know, I mean, this is straight out of, you know, Rome. I mean, seriously. Pyramid. Wow. I mean, that's a trip. Commonwealth Avenue, Boston, 1902. You see a whole lot up there. There's an 8-point asterisk right there. You would call it a cross, but it is an 8-point asterisk, so that represents the flat Earth. Big old nice antennas there. Antenna here, antenna here. Bringing in the ether, otherwise known as free energy. Another ether antenna up here. These are fractal antennas. I mean, this is like Europe right here. And they call it Boston. I mean, seriously, does that look like Boston? Not in my mind. Look at that old antenna. That's crazy looking. These are just different ways of bringing in the ether. Looks like a rose window or a cymatic pattern. Interesting pipe going down there. Antenna, antenna, antenna finial. Healing center, quote unquote, aka church. There's a nice antenna. These are fractal antennas. Phoenician ship. Oh, that's cool. Fleur-de-lis. Fleur-de-lis is not French. It's a bunch of horse shit. Mudflood windows. More over here. More mudflood windows right there. Basically, this whole thing's mudflood. Hard to see, but it's there. More mudflood. I mean, does that look like does that look like how you would design it? Hell no. Mr. Contractor, why did you do this? Seriously, you didn't. It's a rhetorical question. Confederate Monument, Richmond, Virginia, 1902. Okay, so this is Egypt in Virginia. And we're going to stick our hand in our shirt and say that we are part of the problem, otherwise known as the Masons. Okay, looks like Latin. I don't know what that means. Someone got to tell me what that means. I don't know. Somebody does not do a good job of maintaining this structure. Okay, this is supposed to be a Civil War monument. Okay, the Civil War, you know, was around 1865-ish. Okay, so you're talking, you know, a little bit of years, and then, you know, what's 35 years, and then you know that they didn't get around to building this right away, so let's say 25 years. I mean, seriously, in 25 years it's gonna look like this, you know? I mean, oh, okay, cared for by the Ladies Hollywood Memorial Association. Well, y'all ladies ain't doing a very good job. Y'all need to get out some trimmers and trim the bush. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. Got to keep your phallic symbols looking good. Detroit, 1906, Griswold Street. And what do we got here? Let's see. Rubber stamps and seals. Oh, Mudflood right here and here. Yeah, no doubt. Well, there's Freddy's on the job. He's hauling beer. Look at that, man. Details. Crazy. Well, we can wire something up in a heartbeat. That's something we're good at. Arched windows. Ooh, nice antenna work. 8-point asterisks right here. Fractal fences. Could be a shell with a pyramid, and there's a pyramid. Symbology. Wow, look at that cornice. Whoa. Okay. Crazy. Grand Trunk Railway System. Okay. Keystone. Mudflood. We add these crappy entrances right here to control the, so you don't have to go through the big door. So they put in a little door. So why are you going to build this huge archway here that's really nice and ornate, and then you're going to put in this crappy box to enter by? You couldn't like add a little something that made sense to the structure? No, because we didn't build it. There's Law Dog with his little penis hat. And what else we got? More Mudflood down there. Got something going on here in the road. Well, that's an interesting ad. Pyramid. Antenna. Dee-da-da-da. We had these awnings. Da-da-da. Mudflood entrance right there. Mudflood windows right here. This right here, see the shaded area? That is probably pavement light. A little hard to tell, but it's got the telltale signs of pavement light. And Mudflood area here. This could be pavement light here too. See this line right here? That could be pavement light. So could this right here. And this here. That all suspect for pavement light. There's Mudflood drop in right there. I mean, look at the drop down the stairs right there. Does that make sense? Hell no. Mr. Contractor, why did you do that? I mean, are you just on a short bus? Is that the problem? Could you not figure out the difference, between making a wood structure and making a brick structure, and you got a little confused, so you started building your windows below ground? No. You're not that dumb. You act that dumb sometimes, Mr. Contractor. American Steel Alarm. American Steel Alarm. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, this is 1906, and this thing looks like it's about to fall off. Looks like it's getting old already. Why would it be getting old already? Is this building that old? Same here. Wow, that's cool. Super cool. We had these fire escape junk arched windows. Man, this just keeps going up and up and up and up. Look at that thing. Good grief. Portal. Another portal here. See, that's what happens to a flag when you put it on a building. It rips up when you put it on a flagpole. Because it ain't a flagpole. It's an ether antenna. Look at that cornice. Good grief. I mean, there's just no reason to build like that. Representing the Taurus right there. This is 1906. I mean, there's no reason in 1906 to build like this. I mean, I can't imagine why you would want to build like this. I mean, it's too much effort. Laurel leaf of control. Portal, 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 portal. With the windows that turn. Which is interesting. Tartarian lions all the way across. Some kind of ether antenna. That's wild looking. Mercury ball. What a world. Just amazing. Detroit. And this is the Hudson Fulton celebration during October 1909. So this is a colorized black and white photo, which is something that's becoming more popular today, which I think is really cool. It's a lot of work. I don't know what that critter is. It could be a lion, but it's hard to tell. That's pretty cornice. Junk writing on the windows. Vanderbilt. Yeah. This right here is pavement light. And whoever did this picture did not know what they were seeing in the photograph. And they did not paint this right. This should have been painted with the blocks, the little squares. There's an 8-point asterisk right there. And that is vent into the underground. But I know this photograph. I know this black and white photograph, and it is a ventilation into the buildings. That is definitely pavement light. And there's Fred. He's delivering. That's what he does. But that is definitely pavement light, and it's not painted in this picture correctly. So we got underground over here. Mudflood windows. We had these crappy things right here. Of course, we had the crappy awnings. Keystones. It looks so much different in color. Portals. Look at the garland. That's cool. Probably free energy light. Portals across the top of the window here. Top of the building here. Wow. More free energy lights. I mean, seriously, who's paying to light all these lights? Does that make sense? That might be the laurel leaf right there. It could be a lion or possibly a green man. Hard to tell from that photograph. That's a cool gazebo thingy. Scrubbed cartouche. These look scrubbed too. I must have to put some brand new flags up. Yeah, these have to be brand new. They wouldn't last up there like that. Portals all the way across this thing. Jeez. Okay, we got a ship sticking out the side, so reminds me of Phoenicians. Wow, that's really very weird. Why in the hell do you got a ship sticking outside the building? Okay, that's very strange. Mudflood windows right there. Drop down there too. They do stuff like this and it takes away from how big the door is. What an odd thing to stick out the side of a building. There's Mudflood drop in right there. Got a road crew. Another portal here. Ether antenna. More ether antennas over here. That's the ball span right there. Duval County Courthouse, Jacksonville, Florida, between 1900 and 1905. And what do we got? Let's see. That's the asphalt span right there. We got something we built right here. Mr. Contractor built that. He can build stick frame now. Arched windows. Arched windows keystone. Pyramid. Portal. Capacitors. Ether antenna. Pyramid. Wow, look at those capacitors. Jeez. Might have taken something out here that is portal. Hello, bring in the ether. Wow. This is an amazing world, this place. Portal. Another antenna up there. Got portals back here representing the Taurus field. Ladies in uniform, Mudflood. Probably, they probably did something to this area here, but it's hard to tell. I wouldn't say that's Mudflood window, but that is very suspicious. And I know Mr. Contractor would say, oh, there's a vent to the basement. Okay. Yes, thank you for the official story. The next time I need it, I will give you a call. Until then, shut up. Nobody cares. Dome over here. Okay. And exhibition building, St. Louis. Published between 1884 and 1906. Faust Opera Company. You know, it's amazing how many opera houses there were. Seriously, opera sucks. I'm gonna be honest, opera sucks ass. So why is everybody going to opera? I mean, seriously, how many sophisticated people are there that can actually stand a night of opera? But there's opera houses everywhere. Like, opera was the biggest thing since sliced bread. It makes no sense. Have you ever? I can't say I've personally ever met anybody that says, you know what, opera is the bomb. It is the best music since, you know, Elvis. Have you ever met anybody that liked opera? Opera. Oh, kiss my ass. I just don't buy it. I'm not saying there aren't people that don't like opera. I'm just saying that there ain't no reason to have opera houses all over the damn country. There just ain't enough patrons to go to damn opera. People much rather go to the saloon than the damn opera. Any day. I don't know, maybe it's a lady thing. We'll have to ask the lady. Maybe the lady folk are liking it. I don't know. Yeah, we're going to put big windows on the ground and then we're going to have to put bars on them because we don't want anybody to get in. Boy, that makes sense. That's a big old door right there. Man. That could be considered an 8-point asterisk right there. In case you were looking for that. And what else we got? Pyramid. Circumpunct. Yeah, that. Does that wording look like it goes with that building? Shitty wording, beautiful building. Which one of these things isn't like the other? I'm just saying. It's like that child game. Which thing is just not like the other? I mean, seriously. This is a dark place, man. Why is it so dark? Creepy. Faust. Very interesting. Look at the size of that wall compared to that person right there. Is that a kid? Oh, that's a newsie. That's Boss Man right there. I don't see. Fred is. He must be He must be on lunch break. Old Fred, the Horse Build America. I mean, Fred had to bring in all this brick right here to build this building. You know, got an arc light right here. In case you like those. I mean, you know, that's what he does. All right, let's move on. Holyoke, Massachusetts, 1908, High Street. And there's Fred on the job as usual, doing his thing. He's up on the hitching post. Let's see what's going on. That's Boss Man right there. He's Boss Manning. A little something something there. False Shields. False Shields. False Shields. Okay, anybody else thinking Rothschild? Very interesting. Wonder if there's a connection. Represents the Taurus. Nice arched windows. Prism-like glasses there. We had the crappy awnings. Mr. Contractor did that for us because he can add awnings. Good job, Mr. Contractor. Good job. You didn't do that though. Interesting right here. I guess that's an ice barrier. Be my guess, because it's on the side that's to the street. That would make sense, like an ice dam. Interesting little dome right there. Arc light. Isn't Fred cute? Oh, Fred. Had to build America and all. These open trolleys are just a trip to me. So weird. It's like Disneyland ride. Got a spiral pole, might be a barbershop nearby. Got a Ethrin fencing there with an antenna here. Lady in uniform. Another one over here. Another one right here. Oh, aren't they cute? That's picture perfect right there. Just ain't clear. Ventilation into the underground right there. Got a big old, that's pretty interesting clock there. Might be just a display though. Pyramid symbology. Interesting. Right there. That's a crappy... That probably is an addition right there, that chimney. See how crappy the work is? It's not even straight. They couldn't even build the chimney straight. Mr. Contractor built that. Good job, Mr. Contractor. But you didn't build that portal. No, Mr. Contractor didn't build that. That's cool right there. I don't know what that is. Weird looking. Hardware. These old hardware stores are usually weird too. That's something that is very true. That there's always like a strange hardware store in these cities. I mean they would have been one of the first, stores on site. So Kenilworth Inn, Asheville, NC, 1902. That's a picture. Pyramid here, pyramid here. Antenna. They would say these are lightning rods. I wouldn't be so sure about that. Antennas. That's beautiful. That's just really nice. Asheville's so beautiful. If you've never been, it's really cool. Very neat place. A part of a castle here. That's an interesting chimney. I wonder if we added that. Got your Mudflood windows here. Nice arch. It's pretty cool. So this probably goes straight across here underground, and I have a feeling that this goes deeper. That looks like it would be a deeper building too. There's a chimney, this smokestack that's not a smokestack. Alrighty. Looking up Broadway from City Hall, New York City, 1903. And what do we got? Got Fred on the job as usual, getting the job done, getting the deliveries made. Got pavement light right here. All right there, that's pavement light. Portal. Free energy lights. Ooh, those things are cool. It's like a snake wrapped around it. That's some kind of badass right there. We got the crappy writing all over the windows. We're good at that. We got that covered. We can write something on the window now, that's for sure. We can paint. Well, not write. I guess they painted it on there. There's portals. What else are you going to show us here? Got an ether antenna, mercury ball, ether fencing up here. A shell Phoenician, another shell. I believe that's a lion. Yeah, lions, Tartaria, Phoenician. Woman here, laurel leaf of control. Whoa, mama. National Shoe and Leather Bank Building. So we need a National Shoe and Leather Bank. Okay, that makes sense. somehow to someone. Not I, but someone. Mudflood windows there. So this is interesting. They got pavement light here and then mudflood here. So all this is vault underneath. This is all open here underneath there. They built a bridge over this one. Jeez. Interesting little clock. Maybe a mercury ball on top. Coal hole cover right there. Pavement light right there. More pavement light right here. Clock right there. Lower leaf of control here. Ooh, how could you live with all these people up under you? I just don't want, I don't get that. Antennas up here. Flagpoles really are ridiculous once you think about them. Dome with an antenna up here. Oh my goodness, smoke. Actual smoke. We would have added the fire escapes. Mr. Contractor, he did that. That's what Mr. Contractor does. He fills in the gap. That's Boss Man right there. That's a brick road disc. Must be desk delivery man. Okay. Louisville, Kentucky, circa 1906, Lincoln Savings Bank. Big old Tartarian lines. Roar. Now explain to me what a Tartarian line has to do with America. Orange Grove cartouches. When's the last time you saw a line in America that wasn't in a cage? Or in a stage show? A magic act? I'm just saying, why would you have lines all, what does that represent? Lower leaf of control, crappy writing on the building. Ooh, what we got going here? So this is they'll say, oh, this is a construction photo. No. This is them fixing what's broke. Okay. Here they're adding pavement light. Okay. That's a pavement light installation. Right there. That's what they're doing. And there's pavement light right there. There's radiators. They might be taking them out. Hard to tell. I think radiators are old world. Get your whiskey. The kind father drinks. Oh, well, that's just awesome. Mercury bullet there, antenna. AE right here. Interesting. Diamond symbology. Nice arched window there. Temporary quarters, Lincoln Savings Bank. For rent, this building, apply within. Interesting. So they're just getting this place started. Yeah. Very interesting. And this just right here, they, you know, I think it's possible they ripped all this stuff up from underground and brought it up, and that they're reinstalling it. That's just my thinking. That's Boss Man right there. Okay. Metropolitan Museum of Art, New York City, 1900 to 1906, somewhere in that time frame. Got an incubator baby. Got a flat earth asterisk right here that represents the flat earth. Arc light. That's a big old pyramid. Ether antennas. Ether fencing all the way across the top here. That's an interesting. Is that a cat? Phoenician shell. Weird. Big old ether lights. Those things are cool. Mudflood windows here. Must be some over here. Okay, yeah. Right here. Another big old building with mudflood windows back there. Interesting design work up there. Okay. New Haven, Connecticut, 1910. Students leaving Battelle Chapel, Yale University. Oh, okay. So let's mold the young minds of the elitist. And Fred is on the job, getting the bricks to the job site so Mr. Contractor can build this world, because Mr. Contractor built this, you know. Shit. Arc light. Yeah, this looks like a school to me. Yeah. This is very school looking. We need this to go to school. This helps with our education. Of course, this is Yale. Got a big old flat earth asterisk right here. No doubt. That's very cymatic-y. Interesting. Looks like a Jewish star there. Wow, look at that wrought iron. Cool. Let's see. Playing with the ground level here. Got a door off out of the frame here, doing something there. Looks like they got a bunch of doors. They're doing some construction work here. That's Boss Man right there. He's keeping an eye on things. That's Moorish looking right there. That is too. Okay, very interesting. You know, we can build like this, but we cannot pave a street. I mean, that's just not going to happen. So get over it. New Orleans. Queens, 1906, the Rex Pageant Mardi Gras. Ooh, now that's a party. That's what I'm talking about right there. I mean, as far as the eye can see, these people are having a good time, I'm telling you. I mean, seriously. Phoenician wave right here. These must be the highbrow. That's a hell of a party here. That's interesting. Everybody's at New Orleans getting their Mardi Gras on. You know, there's one thing I know about Mardi Gras, and that's that, you know, you can throw out the beads and, well, you get a show. I don't see no beads and I don't see no show. So what changed? Just saying. In Utopia. Very interesting. Is that a dragon? Slipknot logo. Clocks are expensive. Arc light. A nice dome there. Ether antenna. Wow, a lot going on here. That's Boss Man right there. Just sitting in the crowd. Hello, pretty lady. Let's see. Let's see here. Where are we going? I mean, this is a heck of a party. What's that thing? Was that a dirigible? I don't know what that is. That's crazy looking. Something Blanco, something, I don't know. Portals, ether antennas, another ether antenna. Get rid of the crappy flag because it's just going to break apart, fly off. No point putting it up there. Another arc light. I'm assuming that's New Orleans Railway and Light Company. Oh, this is a hell of a party. $1906. Dental rooms. These must be more highbrow folk up here. They don't like to mix with the lower people, the little folk. That's pretty cool right there. Symbology there. 5 and 10 cent store. That's really cool. We're a long ways away from that. Anything for 10 cents maybe. Kirby's. Alright. New York, 1904, Dreamland Park Airship Building, Coney Island. Step right up to see Santos Dumont Airship number 9, only a dime. Extra added Axis flavored attractions, swastika decorations on this Japanese pagoda. Alright. Oh yeah. Interesting. Got your swastika. Swastikas are very important. Pyramid within the circle. Very interesting. Not sure what this would be. I mean, you know, you could say, oh, that's hashtag. No, no. That's not a hashtag. I don't know what that represents. Your diamond and your cube. Airship. That's Boss Man right there. Getting the Boss Man done. Airships. Admission 10 cents. 10 cents. Tartarian lion sitting on a ball right there. That's Boss Lady. Woman in uniform. Old Scratch. Temptations. Alright. Ice cream. Now that's a temptation. Yep. Horton's ice cream. Okay. What else we got? Let's go look up this pagoda here. Whoa, mama. Hello. Yeah. Now that's an antenna. With a light show. We would have added the lights. Scrubbed cartouche, portal. There's another Tartarian lion sitting on a ball. That means Tartaria. Souvenirs check room. That's the fireman show right there. So that's interesting. That's a cartouche with a fire helmet on it. So, you know, you see a cartouche like this and I say that's a scrubbed cartouche. What I mean is that they took off whatever was on there. See, on this one it has a fire helmet. I mean, who's to say that this thing didn't originally have something sticking right off the front of it, a symbol of some sort, and they came in here and just chiseled it off. It would not be hard. That's pretty right there. Alright. New York 1904 Hotel Manhattan, Madison Avenue, 42nd Street. Got fleur-de-lis on your ether fencing here on the top of this building that we're looking on. And there's Fred, he's on the job. Got pavement light here, got a trapdoor here that goes down into the vault, which is underneath. Got a coal hole cover, another one here. Got more pavement light right here. This is pavement light that's a trap door that opens up. You got Mudflood windows here, ether lighting. Good grief. Got stairs going down into the Mudflood. Why would you do that? Why? Coal hole cover there. That might be a steam vent there. Fire hydrant. Got more mud flood down there. Ether lighting right here. More downward into the mud flood. Trap door. Drugs. Ether antenna. Whoa. Okay. Another. Ooh, that's a big old ether antenna. Capacitors. Portals. Torus field representation. Another antenna right there. We would have added this crappy fire escape right here. I don't know what's going on right there. It's something interesting they've put together. Scrubbed cartouche. Oh, okay. See, here's what I'm saying. Your door's back here, but they don't want you to go through that door, the big old door. They make this secondary door. Okay, here. And you know, it serves a purpose. It makes sense. What you know, we get in, we get out, unload, and then we don't have to walk in the elements. You know, it covers you from the rain. You can get inside and everything, and it keeps the the air from going in and out with the big door. But the thing is, why did you not think about that when you were designing this building? Why is this an afterthought? This is obviously an afterthought. This is obviously something they came up with afterwards. So why didn't you figure that out originally? All these ether lights, Mudflood windows all down the side, coal hole cover here, here, here. Capacitors. All that mud right there. More Mudflood windows over here. Your healing center here, aka a church. Well, I mean, that's why they had to come up with so many different, denominations of divisions in religion, in Christianity, because they had to have a lot of these churches. That's why they had the division. They had to come up with excuses for why there's so many damn churches. So you had the splits in the church, and then you had the splits within the church, and you have these, what is it, 25,000 different versions of Christianity. None of them agree on each other. I mean, come on. Who's writing this horse shit? Pyramid, scrub cartouche, scrub cartouche here, scrub cartouche. These look scrubbed here. Something, I don't know, that's weird looking. That looks very Phoenician right there. Those are very interesting. Wow, a lot going on there. New York, 1908, the big Pennsylvania hole, excavations for Pennsylvania Station. So we got some construction photo here. All right. Let's just see if we can see anything that makes any sense. Looks like it's, I'd say that's bedrock there. Hard to tell though. I don't know. Interesting cranes here, steam powered. That could be a flat earth asterisk right there. Ether antennas up here, another one here. Another crane. Macy's. Antennas all over the tops here. Big old onion domes. Sachs and Company. This looks like building of the construction of the building, maybe. Hard to tell. Looks like they're just working on the foundations and the... That's weird that they're just standing there holding a big ass piece of steel gear. That's odd. That thing looks like it's about to fall apart. A lot of pipes. I don't know. I suspect that a lot of these construction photos are also old world photos that are found. So I'm basically not trusting the old world construction photos. I don't care what they're of. because just because you put a copyright date on it don't mean that that photograph was taken at that time. I think photography is old world, and I think the pictures are very old. So let's move on. New York, circa 1905, Dreamland, Coney Island, and this burned to the ground, I guess, from what this says. I can't remember. Anywho, and we got the shooting down the waterway here. That's interesting. I guess these guys are going up because you're supposed to shoot down this. Interesting. That's really weird right there. What is that? Fall of Pompeii exhibit. Okay. Interesting. I believe this is the Old World theme park. That's interesting. Guess it's made to look like a battleship or something. Ferris wheel. Loop the loop. All these antennas, man. This thing's got a lot of antennas here. Tartarian lions, and this is, we were looking at this earlier. This is a different angle. We were looking from the angle over here. The photograph would have been taken from probably right in here, looking at this. So the airship would have been parked back here somewhere. There's another look at that antenna. Steeplechase. Big old observation tower, ether antenna on top. There's the Fighting Flames, the firefighter show. This place is just crazy. You know, I always thought, you know, Disney World and Disneyland were very original. This is, you know, straight up Disneyland. Straight up Disney World. Diamond symbology. Got your eagle, quote unquote phoenix. Going all the way up. I'd say that's probably a flat earth asterisk right there. I do believe. It's interesting right there. Oh, wow. Eagle on a ball. So that would be a phoenix on a ball. And this is just cool. Boom. Hoorah. How you like that? That's cool, huh? Somebody's colorized this picture. So I found this different place, but it's the same picture. It just really gives a different perspective of this place. Look at that. It's photoshopped right there. Interesting. It just gives a whole different perspective. Luna Park. You know, who knows if these colors are correct or anything like that, but artistically, it's really cool. It gives you a different way of seeing it. The same picture, it just has a different feel to it altogether. Makes different things pop out. Look at that. Vesica Piscis right there. Interesting. I didn't even see that. Really cool. Bostock. That's odd. That's really weird. It just gives you a different perspective. You don't find these too often, but just, I don't know, it's just really cool to me. Okay, let's see what else we got. New York, 1904, Surf Avenue, Coney Island, the great musical and scenic railway roller coaster, day and night in the Alps, an observation tower, advertising steeplechase park, and at left the Mont Pelée and Galveston Flood exhibit. Okay. And I learned this week that by accident that they raised Galveston, Texas. The entire city. They raised it. So I've got to look into that for viaduct, being a viaduct city. I mean, this is confirmed, absolutely confirmed. They raised the city of Galveston. I knew they built a seawall, but in the process of building a seawall, they also had the entire city raised. It is to eat, it is to laugh, it is to drink. Quick launch. Camps. 21st Century Spectacular. Bicycles checked. Okay. Oh yeah. There's Fred. He's on the job, doing his job. He wouldn't have been in the park pictures, but he's on the outside delivering, the parts to build this place. Musical scenery, day and night in the Alps. Trip across the continent on the Great Musical Railway. Most exciting novel and greatest ride on Earth. County Fair. Okay. Their idea of fun at this time is very different than our idea of fun today. I don't know, some of these things, I just don't know what the hell they find interesting about it, but brewery, okay. Got you an elevator. Wonder if old Otis built that. Alright, moving on. New York, 1905. Bostock. Dreamland, Coney Island. So this is some kind of animal doodad. Oh, look at the elephants. Too bad they treat them like crap. Ladies in uniform. Says Boss Man. Continuous trained lions, tigers, bears, panthers, wolves, elephants, hyenas, etc. Okay. Man carrying around a lion on his back. Huh. That's kind of interesting if you think about it. Imagine that being Tartaria. Man's carrying around the lion. I don't know. Bostock. The Animal King. Well, isn't he just sure of himself? Tartarian lions all over the place. Reminds me of a Phoenician shell. Big old Tartarian lions up here. Yeah, okay. Lady Liberty, quote unquote. More ether antennas. Another Tartarian lion. Why are there so many lions on this place? Phoenician wave. Alright. New York, 1905, Main Tower, Luna Park, Coney Island. Lots of ladies in uniform. Dang, that thing just keeps going. Good grief. Elephants. These look like free energy lights that have been modified and they put these shitty little plants on top. Because, well, I don't know, they smoked some dope. I don't know why you would do that. It just looks really stupid. Does that look right? That's a plant, okay? Look, it's a plant. That don't look right. That looks like right. That's a flat earth asterisk. A whole bunch of them. Man, got the circus going on. Got a horse. That's Fred. He's doing a ring show today. They had him as a circus animal too. Old Fred, he gets around. Ether antenna. Antennas everywhere. Tartarian lion. Flat earth asterisk right there and there. In a portal. Alright. Oh, man, what's that on the right? Got some kind of tower thing. I don't know. Good grief. New York, 1909, Knickerbocker Hotel, Broadway and 42nd Street. Let's see here. Law Dog with his little penis helmet. Arc light. Got entrance to the subway here and here. Entrance downtown. Got a entrance to the underground right here. Ether lights. Pavement light right there and there. Edison Company. Yale Edison, yeah. He's a real jackass. Ether antenna, clock. Clocks are expensive. Let's see. What do we got? Let's see. Wow, look at that. The cornice is cool. Those balconies. Man. Got a flat earth asterisk right there. There. It's also an antenna. Wow. That thing is just dripping with all kinds of goodies. I mean, what would be the purpose of building this in 1900 or earlier? Pyramid. What would be the point? Building, stores, and offices, Greenwood. That must be Mr. Contractor right there on the job. He's working with wood. So ground level's here. So this, okay, ground level is this right here. That's the ground level right there. Does that not look like a column and brick going down into the underground? Right there. No doubt. That's very suspect. Matter of fact, that's going underneath the street. Street is over here. That's going under the street. They got brick going under the street. And they got this big old blocked off here so you can't see what's going on. You wonder why these people don't know what the hell's going on. Portals there. Oh, that's an interesting mural. We would add this. Okay, that is a fire escape to nowhere. That is a bricked over fire escaped window. What in the hell? Oh, that's super weird. Cedar brush. Wow. Okay. We definitely got something going on in this area right here. Wish we had a better view of it. This is the Ordnance Museum, Academy Hall, U.S. Military Academy, and this is in 1901. I just thought this was interesting. I don't know what that is. Maybe a mine for the ocean, or I don't know. That's weird. It's like a maybe I don't know, kind of like a Gatling gun right there. That looks like a bomb. I don't know. Amazing how shiny these things are. That looks like a Gatling gun. Rolled up flags with spears on them. Muskets. The models must not be handled. I mean, these things are pristine. And look how they're all ranged. Just, I mean, straight decoration. Those things are brand new. They've never seen combat. A lot going on in this picture. I don't know where to look. Is that a, that's a, that looks Mayan. What the hell's that got to do with this? Looks like cannon back here. Look at these swords just sticking straight up in the air. I mean, this place is downright dangerous. Damn, here's more muskets. I mean, they're just perfectly pristine. Which is just very odd. These must be ordinances. I don't know. They really didn't want you to touch the displays. I don't know. It's something I ran across I thought was interesting. Philadelphia, 1905, Land Title Trust Building. Let's go look over here at this little bitty fella here. He's got his Mudflood windows. Because that makes sense. Let's put the windows on the ground, which gives you no security into your home. Somebody can just walk up, beat their foot through the window, and just walk right in. Be like, I'm here for supper. Got fencing antennas, Ether antenna there, with your horseshit flag on it. That's cool right there. Ether antenna. Ether antenna. Okay, let's go up here, see what's going on. Represent your Taurus. We're going to add crappy awnings up here. Got your antenna up there. We definitely would add this signage up here. That we can handle. Mr. Contractor installed that for us. You gotta love Mr. Contractor. He tries so hard. He says, I can do it. I know I can do it. I can build this. Okay. Alright. Prove it. You can't. There's Freddy's on the job. Getting America built. Got a barbershop going into the underground right there. That would be pavement light there. That would be pavement light right there also. Big old doorways. Big door, little man. Okay. Go down, down, down. Let's see. Coal hole cover there. Alright. Philadelphia, circa 1905. Bellevue Stratford Hotel. Coal hole cover there. Mudflood windows. Pavement light right there and there. And there. Mudflood windows all down the side. All down the side over here too. Yep. Mr. Contractor, I'd like you to explain pavement light. Yep. Can you do that? Can you handle that? Hey, Fred. Always on the job. Mudflood windows all over the place. Got grating over these. Got a stairwell down into the mudflood. Another mudflood hole there. Mudflood holes all over the front. Just incredible world. We don't build like this anymore because we can't. Not and be economically viable. You're not going to build this building and then make money. And I'm sorry, Capitalism 101 says that's a Tartarian lion, and that's a portal, and that's a scrubbed cartouche, and that's just really weird. I mean, look at this shit, man. There's no way that you could build this in capitalist society that tries to make money on every damn thing. You know, a capitalist will sell you the rope to hang himself. Okay? So the capitalists ain't going to build this big ass monstrosity and try to make money off of it. Okay? It's not going to happen. They're not, they don't got money in the, Rockefeller didn't get to be Rockefeller because he gave out $1,000 bills. Some bitch gave out 10-cent dimes. Okay? You think they're going to build a big ass building and decorate it to high heaven with coal hole covers here and here and mudflood windows all down the side? Another coal hole cover there. Mudflood windows all down here. You know, then we have to cover up the side here because we don't want people to see what's going on there. There was another building in between these two right here, which is interesting. Very, very interesting. And why would you have this crappy building beside this building? There's something, a missing link there. You know, a capitalist is not going to build that. Okay? They're going to build plainly like this. This is capitalist, you know, style. Now, I don't think we built this building either, because it's got mud flood windows here. Okay? I don't think we did that. Okay? Although we have built buildings with mud flood windows, because, you know, we're following, you know, a stupid idea that's the way that people built. Okay? They tried to hide it, so they kept building like that. Portal. Well, so you can get locked into the basement. No, that's stupid. That's stupid. Philadelphia, circa 1908, Baldwin Locomotive Works. And this picture is very deceiving. I'm gonna let you look at that for a minute, and let's see if you can figure out what's deceiving about this photograph. See if you can figure out what they're doing here. And I'm gonna just give you a tip. If you've seen my video on viaducts of Atlanta, well, I probably need to go look at Philadelphia too. So let's go and see Fred on the job. Fred's working. No doubt. No doubt. You notice down here anything interesting? Big old arch windows. Got your water tower. It's interesting right there. Arc light. Here's one of these touring cars, which I think are just really weird. It's like, let's go tour what we stole. Very strange to me. And right there you got mudflood windows. Right there. You see that? So that line goes straight there. There's windows right under the ground here. And then you look over here. What do you got? Okay, you got something going underground here. Okay. Hold on. We'll get there. We ain't there yet. Arc lights. Big old dome. That looks like an observatory. Another observatory. Which I think are old world. That's their antennas. Electric and gas fixtures. Ford Autos. Okay, now you see you got this big old road here, right? Well, this ain't just a road. This is a viaduct. Okay? If you look right down here, see that? Did you catch it? You're on a viaduct. How many stories does that go below ground? At least 2, I'd say. 1 to 2, hard to tell. But then if you look straight across, the road just keeps going flat across. Okay, so you're looking at it from the beginning again. You got viaduct and it goes straight across. So Philadelphia could be a viaduct city. I'll have to look into that. Alright, moving on. Post Office, Augusta, Georgia, 1903. Now, when I'm thinking of the Pony Express, I'm thinking about Augusta, Georgia needing a building like this for its post office, so the pony can come up and get the mail. Got a fire hydrant, got Mudflood windows, in case you need them. Got design work here, interesting. I mean, this thing is just very ornate for, there's some pigeons hanging out, very ornate for an ether antenna. A post office. I mean, we could do phone poles, obviously. They're crooked, so, you know, we did that. You know, Mr. Contractor, why are we building, phone poles that are crooked? We couldn't figure out how to make a phone pole that wasn't crooked. We can now. I'm just saying. We can build a, with straight wood lumber, but we can't build a phone pole? Get a phone pole to be straight? I mean, this building is straight, interesting, nice. I mean, this is ether antenna. You know, this is supposed to be a post office. Ether antenna, that thing's cool. Wow. Very fractal. I mean, this is a post office. You deliver your mail here. We would have added these steps. These doors go down further, or would have gone down further. Mudflood windows. There's hitching post right here, and here, and here. Interesting. I mean, this is a post office. Okay. Sibley Cotton Mills, Augusta, Georgia, 1903. So this is in the same place. It's got a date of I-880. Ether antennas. I mean, this is a freaking cotton mill. You know what's interesting? Now, I have, in some research I'm doing on Raleigh, North Carolina, I have found quite a few cotton mills in Raleigh, North Carolina, just, as ornate as this and large as this. These are Mudflood windows, and the same phenomena where the windows are just below the ground, and it's almost the same style structure, which is very interesting. There's a flat earth asterisk right there and there. Got the I forget what they call it, the armor, the manless armor right here. I forget what you call that. That's some interesting ornamentation there. There's something on the roof up here with some windows in it. That's interesting. Arched windows. That's very fractal looking. Look at those ether antennas. Wow. I mean, this isn't the first time I've seen a building very similar to this. Very similar. Matter of fact, I can think of 2 or 3 in in Raleigh, North Carolina, that are like this. Just the same style. And they're cotton mills. And that's what's weird is it's why in the world do you need that to make cotton? I mean, that's the Queen's Palace. This is interesting. Okay, we got this ladder going up here, and there's lines running up this tower. Okay, this supposedly smoke tower. Okay. 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 So all those lines are running up here to this thing. I know it's hard to see, but it's there. And that is on top of a smokestack. That's not a smokestack. And I tell you, the ones that I've seen in Raleigh definitely did not have this on top. So they took it off. The Great Lakes of Port Marquette, Michigan, circa 1908. Marquette, Michigan, Front Street. I've got several pictures here to show you of this area. And this is the first of 3, I believe. That says Boss Man. Why not? Nice arched windows. That's a safety that holds the building together. It's like a tie rod that holds the two sides together as it more to make it more stable. Drugs. No, I think that's Boss Man. We're gonna give him Boss Man. Other guy was he was a fake. This guy, look right here, we got a barber pole, and this guy's coming up from the stairs. Look at his posture. There's an underground right there. He's coming up the stairs. I caught him. Yeah, I'm on this now. I mean, just look at the mud flow here. See them mud flood windows right there, and it just keeps going down. And you look back, and the top of the road's up here. So if this was, if the mud came from up here, if you draw a straight line all the way across here, looking this way, all that's under mud. Okay. Now it's hard to tell from the pictures. You got your healing center there, otherwise known as a church today, which they don't heal nothing. Rot your soul. Got your arc light. Let's see. Just saying, God don't need a building. God's all around you. Okay, you're looking at God right there. Okay, God's all around you. You don't need a building to be with God, to experience God, to learn about God, for God to hear you. Okay? God don't need this shit. Okay? It's horse shit. Speaking of horses, there's Fred. He's on the job. He's killing that bike. It's your restaurant. Diamond symbology here. Look at the ornateness there. That's neat. Okay. There's an interesting ether antenna. We ought to add all this crappy signage. More diamond symbology. See, they got something going on here. See this kid? He's looking through the crack at what they're working on. and they would put up these. They still just do this today, so you can't see in, but you have to wonder what's going on behind there. Have to wonder. That law dog right there, that lawman. He ain't got no penis hat though. He must not be authority. Alright, let's move on. The Great Lakes, Port of Marquette, Michigan, 1908. This is going to be a two-part panoramic shot. So this will be interesting. And what we were just looking at, I think, was right here, if I'm not mistaken. I think that might be the road we were just looking at. I'm not absolutely positive. Anywho, got the slums over here, and they got Mudflood windows too. You know, arched windows. Because in the slums, we need to build arched windows. Mr. Contractor felt that the arched window, which would probably be more difficult to build than a square window, a rectangular window, a flat across header. Just saying. Just saying. Don't you think that'd be a little bit more difficult than to build than you know, a flat header? Mr. Contractor? Oh, we built this world. You ain't built shit. We would have added these stairs. Mr. Contractor, this is your neighborhood. You just work back here and you built these little A-frame houses and put that together. That'll be what you can work on. You ain't qualified to build no rose window. Okay? You ain't got the grapes to build that. Right? Wild World Pyramid Symbology. A lot going on in this town. Just amazing architecture right next to junk. Really weird. Looks like some Mudflood windows go in there. Definite Mudflood window there. There's some Mudflood windows there. A lot going on in this picture. See, this chimney is a modification, it looks like. Look how they do the electrical. God, that's so unsafe. Arched windows. More arched windows. More healing. Look at all the healing centers. That might be one there. 2, 3, 4, 5 healing centers. That's amazing. JB Cigar. Ah. What we got here? Is that Mudflood windows I see? Mr. Contractor, can I ask you a question? Why'd you do that? And why'd you put arches on them? I mean, look how shitty they look. And you gonna put arches on them? I mean, how much did you charge me extra for that, Mr. Contractor? Huh? Mr. Contractor? Note these train tracks right here for the next picture. Please. If you ain't got nothing better to do. I'm just saying. Got a barber pole. Anytime I see barber poles, I start looking down. I don't know where it's going to, though. It's hard to tell with these people here. I don't know. Got a meet in the mines over here. They're trying to figure out how to cover this thing up. Well, I bet they had some really interesting meetings about how the hell to cover this up. Alright, let's move on to the next picture. And you'll see the train track that we're looking at is over here. Okay, let me back up. And the Mudflood windows we were looking at were right here. Okay, so get your bearings. Okay, right here is where the picture connects. Okay, so basically you can turn to the right, and this is what you see. Just so you have your bearings. Okay, this fella, he's just gonna walk down the road playing his drum. Pa rumpa pum pum, and he's gonna toot his horn. I mean, look at that, Mr. Contractor. I'd like you to explain that to me, because you and I are gonna have a difference of opinion on why you did that. And why did you do that, Mr. Contractor? Mr. Contractor, we got to talk. And look here. I mean, look. Okay, God. Look at the. This is one level here. Okay. And this is. Well, these are two different buildings, so it's kind of hard to tell. Shoot, this is one level. And this is really another level here. It's hard to tell. It's hard to do that explanation with that, because they're different. They're set differently. The window sizes. Ah, shoot. That's hard to explain. I don't know. That's crazy looking. It'd be easier if it was the same building. It's not, so that the windows won't line up because they were just built differently. But this is one level here, and then there's another level here, and then another level here. But this building is actually, it looks to me like it's shorter, definitely here, than this building. Like the ceiling height is shorter. I don't know, Mr. Contractor, you got to explain that right there to me. Okay, you got a door up here, and you got a door down here. Mr. Contractor, can you explain that? And then, Mr. Contractor, you gonna put stairs going down here? You got windows, you got doors up, you got doors down, you got doors left, you got doors right, you got doors up and down and left and right. Motherfucker, build me a door so I can get my damn business. What is this horse shit, man? Why would you build that? This is the most complicated structure in the history of man. Either you're really freaking smart, and so more smart than any other person on earth, that you can build this and nobody can figure out how the hell to get in and out of the doors, or you're an idiot, or maybe, just maybe, you didn't fucking build it. Just saying. You didn't build this world. You didn't build that either. Did you, Mr. Contractor? Mr. Stick Framer, did you build that? Did you get out your nail gun and build that? Huh? Huh? Did you get out your power tools and build that? Huh? No. You might build these. Yeah, you might. I don't think you did. No, Mr. Contractor, I don't think you built them either. I think they built the wood frames too. Not all of them, but many of them. You know, figure out what the difference between old world, you know, lumber and new world lumber is, okay? Old and new. Look at the tree ring growth. Look at that old world building right there. Coal. Grain. And then this thing. I mean, just look at the frame. This, I don't even know. This thing is just crazy. I don't even know. This thing's out of a movie. Maybe this is just a movie set. I mean, look, what in the world? That's crazy. I mean, yeah, we could have built this stuff here. Yeah, we build out of wood. That's our thing. We get wood. We build with it. We cut all the forest down. Okay, we like killing things. This is how we build. But seriously? I mean, what the hell is that right there? What are those things? I don't know. This is above my pay grade. What the hell? You got a track going underneath to this thing or something. I don't know what the hell going on here. This thing is just. What the hell is this thing? I got an arc light up here so you can hang out on a deck. We have built a deck in the middle of nowhere to do what? I don't. I gotta move on. I can't handle it. Jersey Shore, 1905, along the beach, Atlantic City, New Jersey. And there's one thing I thought was interesting. I said that's Boss Man right there. And there's Freddy's on the job. He's acting as a pony today. I mean, you know, it's interesting that these people are just dressed to the freaking nines. Perfect shoes. Hats are perfect. Everything's perfect. Tipping their hat to the ladies. Got a big old pipe. I mean, life is good. I mean, some people are just gonna sit down and just have old poor old black man pull them around. You know, man, we got two black men in one photo. Oh, they're pushing people. Oh, well, that figures. Man, they got more. Damn. Anyways, I like looking at the construction of things. I mean, these people are just dressed to the freaking nines in 1905 with not a care in the world. They don't give a damn. I mean, and why would you have all these clothes at the beach? You ain't hot. Anyways, what I found interesting about this photograph is this. Deforest Wireless. Okay. I got nothing. What's this thing? I don't know. Let me know. Vanderbilt University, Nashville, Tennessee, 1901. With Mudflood windows. Mudflood doors, Mudflood windows. We would have added these stairs. We probably, you know, it's quite possible we raised these up. Or we could have just built them. I don't know. Flat Earth asterisk right there. Flat Earth asterisk comes in many shapes. Fencing there. That's interesting right there. That's very interesting. Ether fencing there. Very interesting. Clocks. Okay. Washington, D.C., 1908, New Union Station. And there's Freddy's on the job, as usual. And we got tiny little trees that we had to plant because there's no trees anywhere. It's one of them things where the, I guess the law sets in. Something there, that's interesting. This right here is just, what? Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, that's a head scratcher there. Got a smokestack that's not a smokestack. Another one back here. The trains come in there. Etheric lights. Big old arches. Big old doorways. Got eagle, otherwise known as a phoenix on a ball. Another eagle or phoenix. This is something we built here. Mr. Contractor built that. He'll tell you he built that too. Fountain are part of the free energy system. Lots of etheric lights. I mean, look at the scale of this thing compared to this. Something going as something right there. I don't know. They just don't add up. Why does this need that? I don't know. Phoenician ship coming out of the pole. Those arches are humongous. There's another fountain. Fountains are part of the free energy system. Trolleys. Got a ladder lean here. I probably had to get up there and fix something that's broke, because, you know, yeah. Willard's Hotel, Washington, 1902. And there's Freddy's on the job as usual. That's Boss Man right there. We got Mudflood windows right there. We got wrought iron covering. Mudflood windows right there. Wrought iron covering. Seaboard air. That's a weird window right there. That's their antenna. The columns are just huge. Portal window, portal. More portals up here, another one there. Wowza. That's a cool car. These are all mud flooded windows right here down that goes in down behind there. When you see that iron railing there, you know there's something behind it. Okay. Alright, now I want you to take a real good look at this picture. And you might see something wrong with it, but I don't think you really see what's wrong with it. And you won't see it till I show it to you. But if you look at this picture very closely, and I highly suggest you, all the pictures for tonight, as always, will be in the description, and you can look at them for yourself and get in there and look at the details. And this one I especially highly recommend you get in there and look at. This image right here is exactly how I found it. And this image is photoshopped. 100%. 100%. No questions. Not debatable. I'm going to prove it. You're going to see it. Matter of fact, I'm not going to have to tell you. It's going to present itself. Have you figured it out yet? Okay. Let's get in here and see what's going on. Okay, you see up here? See that? And the way they do this is they take the negative, okay, and they make it an image. They make a large negative, basically. A large negative image. And they scratch off the picture with like an X-Acto knife. They scratch it off and it becomes clear. And then they retake the picture, and that's how they photoshopped. It's actually very simple. Okay? But that's not what's cool about this picture. I'm not going to show it to you yet. I will let you see that there's this pole here with these lines here. Okay? They're going up. Take a look at this building. You can see there's more photoshopping. See the photoshopping all the way there. Okay, this is old time photoshopping, okay? Photoshop's been around a long time. Now this image has probably been photoshopped in order to do a postcard or something. We probably did these doors and probably added those steps. Okay. You see they scraped it off here. Okay. So there's a building there. See that? There's a building. Okay. There's trees here. Okay. This isn't even the good stuff. I ain't even got to the good stuff yet. Okay. I'm just building up to it. Okay. I'm about to show it to you. Okay. You ready to see photoshopping? Real photoshopping? See that? That's a reflection of what I'm going to show you right there. You see that? See that right there? That's a reflection. Okay? You're looking at a Photoshop right there. Do you see it? Is it clear to you yet? Go up a little more. Secret Service. That's interesting. You want some more? You see anything yet? I'll give you a little more. See anything yet? What is that? Can you see it? It's there. But they have photoshopped it. They have strategically taken it out. What is that? I know what it is. Do you know what it is? Let's look at the picture again. Where's it at? You see it now? It's right here. Going a little closer. You see it now? Okay, I'm going to tell you what that is one of those light towers. Okay. This is the raising mechanism here. And this is the truss system here. And this sucker goes way on up in the air up here. And it's got the lights up here. But for this image, what they were doing was they were probably doing a postcard where they were just wanting to show the building. Okay? I don't know what they were planning here. But they were probably going to show everything here. Not sure about what they were going to do here. They might have been planning on cutting it off or something. I'm not sure. But they wanted that pole gone. But what's important about this is a photoshopped image. Okay. This thing was copyrighted like this in this condition between 1902 and 1906. This is early 1900s Photoshop. Proof positive. See the line going up there? Got more Photoshop in there. See the line coming here? Right there. It goes up, up. Okay, you got lines going across here. That's photoshopped. They strategically scrape it off a little bit, okay, to get rid of it. They got lines going across here. That's photoshopped. Interesting cupola. So that is a 100% confirmed early 1900s photoshopped image. This BEAGS out.
Say woof again! Say woof again!
I've got one that can see.
This is my kung fu, and it is strong.
See you later.